And speaking of March Madness, in the weather department, we have 2 impact days ahead.
We do, and you know, with some of the latest information I've been looking at, one may be elevated to an alert day because the gusts could be as high as 70 miles an hour on Wednesday. Just some of the latest stuff we've been kind of pouring over. And you know, the 6 meteorologists here get together. We do a chat in the morning, we do a chat in the afternoon just to keep everybody abreast, let you know what's happening, and that way we can convey that information to you. Rain and storms, first portion, that's the first half, and then the snow and the wind will be the second half, and that's Wednesday. And with winds that strong, with the thunderstorms and even the gusty winds behind it, power outages cannot be ruled out. But right now we have the clouds moving in and the current temperature holding it to 60. And it's not going to drop much, mainly because of the strong south wind with 21 gusts to 26 miles an hour. This evening you're dry, so you don't have to worry about that if you do have plans this evening, although the wind may take your vehicle and kind of shift it here or there, but that's about all. 58, light jacket, that's about all you'll need. Tonight, though, we only dropped to 52. Those thunderstorms coming in right before dawn, well after midnight or so several more hours that we don't have to worry about the rain. But we will see some torrential downpours and some definite bursts of that rain coming down, and that's why it's an impact day tomorrow with a high of 60. That's the way it's looking. And as a matter of fact, let's get right to the exclusive First Alert 9-day forecast. Not much of a variance in temperature, going from 52 to 60 degrees on your Tuesday. And it's a likelihood you're going to run into rain. Several periods of rain off and on, as Nick and Katie were talking about this morning on First News and at noon with Katie. The temperature's staying pretty much steady. And then the other part of the storm is coming in on Wednesday. Right now it's an alert impact day, but it may be an alert day because of the snow. And believe it or not, there will be up to 2 inches of snow, blizzard-like conditions, limited visibilities, gusty winds over northwest Missouri, northeast Kansas, say a half an inch for Kansas City. It really depends on how quickly it changes over. Then much colder and still windy on Thursday, 47. Chance of rain on Friday, smaller. Spring forward, heading into the weekend, and notice how the temperatures start to warm up once again through the 60s and the 70s. Okay, let's look at First Alert Future Scan. First part of the storm. This is what's going to happen. Rain and storms are likely. A few of those could be strong with those gustier winds. This is now 6 in the morning. That'll slow you down. Still continuing off and on through, say, noon. A break maybe in the early afternoon hours before another chance of rain and thunderstorms takes up shop. And here comes the mix starting to move in west of us by the evening hours, but moving closer to us by, say, nightfall into Wednesday. Strong to severe thunderstorms, best chances farther down to the south where it's more likely all the ingredients are coming together. But some of those storms on Tuesday could definitely have a little bit of a punch with the gusty winds and the torrential rainfall.